Guys, today, at this time of night, I will be reading until chapter 2. And shout out to Sophie Kelly. She's my best friend, so go check out her channel. Clear Sky narrowed his eyes. He could see Thunder's bright ginger pelt threading through the ferns. His sun was climbing the slope to the moor, leaving the forest with frost. I suppose that's what he must do. Clear Sky tried to ignore the regret gnawing at his belly. Above him, a soft breeze whispered through the leaves. Warm sunshine dappled his pelt. Behind him, the gnarled trunks of ancient trees creaked. Musty scents pulled at his paws where a leaf litter lay thick on the ground. This was his territory. If Thunder didn't want to live here, then he could leave. Frost had to leave, but Thunder had chosen to. Frost had wounded an injury that was not healing and might grow bad. An infected cat. Okay. An infected cat couldn't stay in the camp. His weakness would burden the forest tribe. Doesn't Thunder understand that? He thought, clawing at the earth with frustration. Why did so few cats understand him? All he wanted to do was protect his cats in the forest. Okay, just a second. Okay, that was all he ever wanted to do since setting up home here. But his own son had called him a monster for caring. Well, he must leave then. I won't let my authority under him. I won't have my authority undermined. Clear Sky kept telling himself that this pain in his belly would fade. Tribe, the word rang like a blackbird's cry. Clear Sky's mind. It was the first time he thought of the forest cats as a tribe. No, he pushed the thought away sharply. We're not a tribe. After the moons of rich prey, the forest cats were sleeker and better fed than the poor starvelings. Just a second. The poor starvelings who'd chosen to stay in the mountains. With the right leadership, they could flourish in lush forest. They could become stronger than any mountain cat. They never know cold or hunger again. Sorry, it's just something I do when I lose my place in reading, and it makes me stressed. Flicking his tail, Clear Sky turned and headed through the trees. White fur flashed at the edge of his vision. Falling Feather was stalking through the tall grass, edging the forest. Clear Sky's pelt lifted irritably along his spine. He remembered Falling Feather's parting words to Thunder. I almost wish I were coming with you. Thunder had tried to persuade the white she-cat to desert with him, and she'd actually considered it. Clear Sky unsheathed his claws. Falling Feather had her head jerked up. Clear Sky? She looked surprised. I want to talk with you. To you. She blinked at him over the grass. What about? Clear Sky narrowed his eyes. Didn't she realize he'd overheard her? I was watching you say goodbye to Thunder and Frost. Were you? Sorry. Okay, where was I? Let me find my place. Were you? She tried to sound innocent, but he could see the fur around her neck rippling guiltily. Come here, he scowled at her. Well, I just wish them well, that's all. She pushed through the long grass toward him. Just a second, there's something in my throat. He stared at her accusingly. She bounded from the grass and landed on the leaf-strewn ground, a tail length away. I told him no. You told him you almost wished you were going with him. He circled her tail, his tail twitching irritably. She was acting like she'd done nothing wrong. I decided to stay. Her gaze sharpened. What's it to you? I can go anywhere I like. Clear Sky showed his teeth. Dumb cat! Didn't she realize how much she needed the protection and his protection and guidance? You're a part of my tribe now. If I can't rely, then you might as well leave for good. Tribe? Falling Feather's eyes widened in surprise. We're not a tribe. Half our kin is in the mountains. Half the cats we traveled with live on the moor. We have no stone teller to guide us. Heat scorched beneath Clear Sky's pelt. The word had slipped out accidentally. Did she have to humiliate him? Okay, we're not a tribe, he snapped. We're better than a tribe. Who needs a stone teller? You have me. He lashed his tail. I guide you now. I found our campfire decided our orders. You should be grateful because of me. You will never be hungry or cold again because of you, Falling Feather snorted. You act like you brought us here. Have you forgotten that we made the journey from the mountains together? Who saved quick water from drowning? I did. Who saved Jagged Peak from the eagle? Graywing did. Graywing. We protected each other. No cat is more important than any other. No cat except Stone Teller. She speaks with the ancients. She's wiser than you'll be. She's wiser than you'll be. I gotta put on my acting voices. Okay. Rage surged through Clear Sky's belly. Look at this place. He swept his tail toward the trees. Birds sang in their branches. Prey scuttled among their roots. If she's so wise, why did she stay in the mountains to starve? Falling Feather thrust her muzzle close. She was looking after her cats. That's all I'm doing. Indignation surged through him. How could Falling Feather be so ungrateful? Because of me, you are safe and well fed. Falling Feather frowned. It's the forest that feeds us. And who makes sure the forest belongs to us and no one else? Clear Sky jerked his muzzle towards the boundary marking at the edge of the trees. All you care about is boundaries, Falling Feather accused. You stretch them farther than every chance you get. There's no more to life than territory. Really? Clear Sky spat. Do you want me to share our prey with every passing stray? There's enough prey in the forest to share, but now we have kits. Have you forgotten Birch and Alder? Clear Sky couldn't believe how short-sighted she was being. There'll be more kits one day and more. Ugh. Do you want them to starve? Like fluttering bird? Grief echoed in the back of his mind. He recalled his young sister who died in the mountains. Guilt soared his memory. Why would she have lived if I'd hunted harder? I never want to watch kids starve again. Do you think I do? Falling Feather hissed. Stop pretending you're moving boundaries for our sake. You're just greedy. Rage roared in Clear Sky's ear. Fast as a snake, Clear Sky raked her muzzle with his claws. Falling Feather jerked away, her paws slithering on the leaves, and stared as though she hardly recognized him. He showed his teeth. Everything I do for all of us, he snarled. Falling Feather backed away, blood welling on her nose. Okay, she growled huskily. I'm sorry I hurt you, said Clear Sky, but when the cold season comes and there are new kids in the camp, you'll understand what I already know. Just a second, let me check how many pages left in the chapter. a lot. I might need to, do the rest tomorrow. Oh, it's really dark outside. Okay, guys, I'll read the rest of the chapter tomorrow because, these pages are really long and I haven't warmed up to reading too much in COVID-19. But, tomorrow I'll read some of the rest of the chapter, maybe, and maybe I'll finish a few chapters. But anyways,